Très bien. So, welcome everybody. My name is Al-Haneja. I work for the DAAD office in Tunis, and I would like to introduce you today a special event, which is the Falling Walls Lab. Falling Walls Lab is a pitch where you can present your innovative idea in just 3 minutes to an audience. And if you are a talented researcher or a talented professional, student, PhD student, then you can apply for the next Falling Walls Lab Tunisia 2022. The winner will get the ticket to Berlin to represent this idea exactly with the same conditions in Berlin, in the capital of Germany. Our this year's event will take place on June 14th, so very soon, at the Institut Supérieur des Études Appliquées en Humanité de Tunis. And the application deadline will be in the next month on May 19th. So if you want to get further information about this event, you can visit our website, www.daad.tn, and you will find there further information, the application form, the application link, and so on. So these are the information about the event, and today we have invited two guests, two former Falling Walls Lab winners, Tunisia, and we have here Souleima Lkima and Walid Jomni, who participated in a Falling Walls Lab Tunisia in 2019 for Walid and 2021 for Souleima. And I would like to begin and to address my first question to Souleima. Can you introduce yourself very briefly to the audience, please?
Okay, thank you for the introduction and for the invitation also. So I'm Souleima Lkima. So in a brief way, so I have an industrial engineering background and I'm working now as an SAP consultant in France now.
Okay, and Walid, your introduction, please.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for this invitation. So to start with, my name is Mohamed Walid Jomni. I'm 25 years old and now working as innovation analysis with the United Nations Development Program. And I'm also a master student at Tunis Business School, and I'm working now on my master thesis on grassroots innovation and its impact on entrepreneurship. And I was the winner of Falling Walls 2019, Tunis 2019, where I went to Berlin and pitched the idea of Falling Walls of autism.
Okay, thank you, Walid. Can you brief us about your winning research project very briefly and for an audience who's not from the subject, please?
Okay, so the idea of my project was to harness the power of virtual reality and augmented reality for the sake of making the autistic population more engaged in the job market. So the idea was to create a virtual reality tool or applications that will help to detect the challenges that the autistic population are facing. Like it was the first step was to detect that challenge, whether it will be a communication challenge or they were having some other challenges when communicating with people. Then after detecting those challenges, we try to provide them a personalized training on how to effectively reinforce that skill, and finally match them with a job in the labor market and try to connect them with some companies that are missing that kind of skills, so we can integrate them in the job market. And at the end of the initiatives, we have started from 2019 working on the prototype, and we are currently still working on it. We are contacting therapists, we are contacting job promoters or companies, and we are doing good advancement in the prototype phase.
Okay, good to hear. Thank you. What about you, Souleima? Very briefly, your idea. Can you present it to our audience?
in a very brief way. So the idea is we have developed a tool, innovative tool, to continuously monitors the day-to-day operations in warehouse, the operations warehouse management. So it includes like connected objects. It includes combines the pallet, the objects, like sensors placed in the product. So that way we just can collect, and analyze the warehouse data on a real time. So that way we can just have a real-time data, just sharing information on real time. Also have a better synchronizations between the different stakeholders. And the innovative part or element for this project is that it reinvents and the job of the future warehouse managers, and it creates a new business model, so that the work of warehouse managers is not like doing the day-to-day operations, but they have to supervise from where they are, especially after the COVID-19, and also make the right decision at the right time, because the time is very critical in the industry. And it will add a certain competitive advantage for most of the companies, especially in terms of quality, time, but the most important thing, money. But yeah, in general, so.
Okay, very good. Souleima, how did you find out about Falling Walls Lab Tunisia, and what caught your interest for this event?
Actually, I know the Falling Walls Lab from 2019, so I've already attended the event, so in person. And also I know I scroll always the page of the DAAD page, DAAD in Facebook, so so that I can get updated about the events, the workshops, etc. And what got my interest is that I got to know like many interesting projects, and also a lot. I'd made a lot of friends coming from different backgrounds. Got to know their ideas, their projects, the way they communicate their innovative ideas. And also what caught my interest is the feedback of the members of jury, because I think feedback is very important, so that you can no matter, you can just improve your idea and just get inspired by the feedbacks, take recommendations, and also get inspired by other people's ideas, presentation skills, and so this is in general.
Okay, Walid, next question for you. What did you learn through Falling Walls Lab, and what impact did Falling Walls Lab have on you, maybe personally and also professionally?
Okay, thank you so much for this question. So regarding Falling Walls, in that year when I have pitched my idea, I didn't know that I will get such kind of mentorship and such kind of support from the program itself. So after pitching my idea and the Falling Walls, I've been in contact with the members of the jury. So I got we had some mentorship session after the pitching. I got to learn how to reframe my idea in a pitching context. I got also the chance to consult some technical persons from the jury that helped me and connected me with some of the people that could help me in my project to develop my project. Also, when it comes to Falling Walls Lab Berlin, I got the chance to get in contact with the other participants. So I was inspired by their idea, and I got the chance to talk with each one of them and have learn from their project, learn from their stories. How did they already started their project? How they are promoting their project in their countries? So it was just to connect, to learn, and to inspire, and to get inspired as well. And for your second question, regarding my participation at the Falling Walls Berlin, it was a life-changing experience. As I told you, it was one of the major thing I got benefit from is the network. the great network from the jury, from the other participants. We got the chance to visit some academic institutions in Germany, and we learned from professors there on how to build effective projects and effective models for our projects. And also the visibility that I got from my project when pitching in such platform, such international platform, was a great opportunity. And after I returned to Tunisia, I was already starting contacting with some people. I connect with them in the event, and we continued working together on some of the aspects, and yeah, and that's it.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So, Souleima, Falling Walls Lab is an international science communication contest. How important is science communication for you? What do you think?
Actually, science communication is very important in a way that we can just, let's say, spread our voices, our ideas, the day-to-day issues, because I think even people who don't have like the kind of, let's say, scientific background, they don't have they cannot choose to ignore it, but it's science, it's in their day-to-day life. So it's very important. And also it's our responsibilities and the responsibility of scientifics and the people in science to, let's say, I would say raise awareness in the benefits or the risks or the costs of the issue of, or even the topics that matters for them, so that we can let people just make sound choices and wise choices on their day-to-day, let's say, day-to-day life. For example, I give an example for me when I talk to people, like especially talk to managers in Tunisia about new technologies, about the importance of new technologies. Okay, innovation, technologies is very important, sounds good, but for me, I can't put a lot of money on that. But at the end of the day, he's not aware about the importance on how much it will cost, not going or not doing digitally, or not just using these technologies. So I think it's our responsibility to communicate that, to raise awareness, and to just let people aware about the benefits, the costs, and the risks, especially for the long term. So yeah, this is in general.
Okay, and you, Walid, do you think that science communication will have an influence on your career?
For sure, I have always believed that I should be more integrated in the scientific and academic research, to have a scientific background when it comes to my career, since having both academic and technical knowledge will help you to develop your career when it comes to your work. So I'm now working, for example, as an innovation analyst, but at the same time, I'm doing an academic and research master degree, and I really think that combining both of them can really help you develop what you want. So spreading scientific background is really necessary and crucial, since it helps like more people collaborate, engage as well. It could also help people inspire from the knowledge that you are sharing. It will also help you facilitate the language, the scientific language, to more broader groups of people. So by this way, more people will be engaged, will learn about new tools, new methodologies introduced in the scientific research. And also, finally, I believe that scientific research is the first step when in the way of innovations. So if you wanna, for example, start working on any kind of projects, maybe you should start checking what is available in the scientific field and inspire from what have been done in that particular field, and then you can easily, I believe, go forward with your projects and try to inspire and at the same time add an added value to the scientific image.
Okay, thank you. Now a question to both of you. Can you describe in one sentence how was your experience in Berlin?
I would say crazy.
Okay.
For myself,
Walid?
it's life-changing
word.
experience.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And my last question regarding now some tips or recommendations for future candidates. Do you want to give any recommendations to them?
Okay, so I think that just first tips is just be yourself. So be yourself, and also just in terms of presentation skills, try to advise people to try to not just writing long paragraphs, long text in the PPT slides, because it's 2 slides and it's a lot for audience to just get the information. And also try to avoid the kind of jargon or complex academic, let's say, sentences. So you have to know that you will be pitching in front of an audience and members of jury coming from different backgrounds. So try to use just short sentences, simple sentences, and make sure to just let's say have a clear outcome so that people can understand you and can communicate, interact with you. And also, I just want to advise to just ask people or your colleagues from your field to give you a review about your content presentation, or just even the presentations and overall. And also regarding just last tip regarding the tone of voice, try to just use a variety of voice so that you can show them like enthusiasm and that you can interact with you. Don't be just monotone, so people get bored, you know. So yeah, this is the general tips I can give to
okay. We have also forgot to say that Souleima won the audience award last year.
Yes.
Yes, yes. This was also a very big honor for Tunisia, I think.
Yes.
Very good job. Okay. So, Walid, your recommendations.
Okay, so as Souleima has said, I believe that the participants will just have 3 minutes to pitch, so it will be very quick. So I advise them to be very, they prepare their pitch in advance. They should be very prepared before some days to the event, so they can pitch the idea to some of their colleagues and they can get feedback. Also, I believe that the pitch should be a combination between some technical information and also this technical information should be introduced in a way that the audience could understand you. But also those technical information should be there, since at the Q&A the judges can ask you about some technicalities regarding your project. So having a clear idea about what you are trying to do, the solution, the problem, the process of work is really needed. And even after the pitch, maybe you can try to connect with some of the judges, and they at some point they will ask you about these questions. And also I believe that networking is really important at the day of the event. So even if your idea is completely different from the other participant idea or fields, it's really crucial to connect with new people, to ask them on their projects, to engage with them, and maybe collaborate in the future if you have some kind, for example, of challenges that you need to address in your project. The opportunity could be there, so try to enjoy the experience at its fullest, and network and inspire and get engaged that event, since it's just one day, and you need to get the most of that experience.
Okay, so thank you very much for all these answers, for your experience, for the information you have given now to our audience. It was really very interesting, inspiring, and very good to hear to you, to see you again. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing your experience with our audience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
So just one final sentence. If you are now curious about this event, if you want to apply for it, then hurry up, visit our website, DAAD. Okay, thank you. Visit our website, DAAD.tn, and get further information about the event, which will take place in June 14th, and the application deadline will be in May 19th. Thank you very much once again to Souleima and Walid.
Thank you.
Have a nice day and bye-bye.
Have a nice day.